day. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Prescott on 1st down. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gregory. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 130 in the yardage department, and a touchdown, 2.
And he's trying to prove the adage is not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong. Takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
At the 17-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Looking to throw. Dodson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Yep.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's
No,
3rd and
I
very
definitely was
long.
not asleep, nigga. Trust me, if I was asleep, I've been. Oh, nigga, if I was asleep, you know.
Man, and he hits him in stride.
Run,
He's
little
got
nigga,
to
take it
run.
away.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
I'm trying to Super Bowl. He's gonna take another nap.
85 yards.
Give me a second,
and
bro.
the Bears will add on to
Giselle.
their lead.
Your sister in there with you?
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're looking to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. While the Traders take a look, we'll step aside. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, Prescott stripped. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. On second down now, it's Gregory. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
That's a 48-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try to fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 43 yards. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's a loss.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, you got Jason Tatum. Oh, my God.
Throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
So you want Jason Tatum and
Gregory. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be
so it should look like Jason Tatum at small forward, point guard for Dominant. You got Patrick Ewing as center, Bobo, power forward, Rex Samuels, small forward.
Damn, the nigga said fix some shit. Don't read out his team.
Shut up, motherfucker. I'm making sure, because it changed. I want to make sure it didn't change anything else.
For a Chicago touchdown. David
Njoku.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
There you go, sir.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott complete. The tight end Kelsey. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup.
Once again, I have no money.
Down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the end. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there.
Yes, I did that already.
The defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Get out there,
yeah, not
please.
much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
You want Anthony Edwards at small forward or shoot guard?
Running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver.
All right, and then you
but he also
did.
understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
All right,
The Bears going to call the
it looks
first
like it's done for me.
timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a
It
minute
is
to
done
go
for you?
before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll try to run the option here. And an incomplete pass.
Runs it on the option.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
No problem.
Miss this fucking play.
On 2nd down, it's Gregory. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And this time he is in. A great play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bears will extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the route is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Lou said he's going
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play here as they strike for 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46.
You said John Lane, shooting guard, Rex Samuels, power forward, right?
And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it.
Going up.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. On first down, it's Gregory. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun on third down, Dodson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. Open man is born. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing. Prescott. Forced out to his left. Now
he didn't drop the ball?
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Devon Hamilton in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack, but he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He's good. Makes the score Bears 28.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep route.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. From the gun, Dodson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Elsewhere, they have gone to the 3rd quarter now in Dallas. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st down, Buccaneers.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st down, Buccaneers.
From the red zone now, Prescott. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott caught. Kelsey, left side. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3.
The 3rd quarter of play with the score Bears 28.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Prescott yet again. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime is down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. On 2nd down now, it's Gregory. And they work this well upfield.
Who's that sound proper as here?
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. In the 4th quarter, this is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations
Yeah,
extra
what?
defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Damn.
11 yards there, first down.
Elijah Warren
Like that,
went up 5
they're gonna
spots.
continue to soak
Now he
this
has
thing away
28
here,
badges.
Charles, in the fourth quarter.
26
Yeah,
badges.
how about that? A new set of downs. Clock
He got
continues to
26.
move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have on front and say, guys, keep
Like
pounding
9.
it. Let's keep the offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A big pickup of 38. A good
Oh,
chance now to
yeah.
put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over
If this is a
situations
year
with their
Tyler
players,
Hero gets off,
because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more
What you want
plays,
from him,
right? The clock's going to go.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Bears will add on to their...
That they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
Complete to Travis Kelsey. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday
I'm about
season,
to give me like 15 minutes. I got you.
right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's doing it.
And it's a fumble. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll take this all the way down.
They offering him like more than 1 year. Nah, what, you say what?
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Gregory. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now a give right side. It's Gregory, and he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So that one will be accepted. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Now a give right side. It's Gregory. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the... And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as the Bears push further out in front. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
So out come the Bucs now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed,
You playing somebody
they need
already?
to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. To throw again on 2nd down.
Hey, what's up?
Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
Oh, yeah. I want to
The Bucs
get
going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
What's wrong with niggas?
First down, Prescott. And he's
Come
able
on,
to
let's
get
go,
this
Sam.
one down to the 40-yard line.
Complete.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flush to his right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Pickup. Brings up 2nd and
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That's about it.
This nigga better go off. That's all.
That motherfucker finally done with that damn draft.
Oh, you ain't getting checked. It's gonna be my team gonna be Shaq team. I let you.
Why are you yelling?